All right, good people. The boy Cool McCain, Peak State Cats, Defend the Cats Chat, Season 1, Episode 8. Tight, tight, tight. As we say down in the country, net booty tight game on Saturday. But the Cats came out with the win. So, hey, we got to talk about that. Congratulations. These gentlemen are your South Division champions and one half of your championship game. So, we're going to get into all that. But before we get into that, you know how we get down. Everybody got to introduce themselves and all that good stuff. So let's get it. Antonio, you are our player tonight, so we're going to start with you, bro.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you asked.
Just introduce yourself. Let everybody know how you got where you at.
Oh, Antonio Turner, athlete, got here due to Moreland. It's not my first year playing arena. It's probably like my third, not in my second year. Second year, been the champion both times I've been with him, so that's how I got here.
That's a good way to get there. Yeah. All right, Coach Boykin, this is your first time us getting you fully on the show. A little technical difficulties that time, so welcome to the show. And let the people know about you, sir.
Well, my name is Coach Boykin. I've been with the organization now for 2 years, assistant offensive coordinator, and just glad to be a part.
And of course, Coach Moreland.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Cool? Coach Moreland here, head coach and owner of the Peak State Cats.
All right, so gentlemen, let's get into it.
Let's get it.
You had the one game with the Aviators. It was a little bit of a one-sided affair, we'll say. But the other two games, real tight, real close games. You're able to come away with the 3 wins. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, but y'all did it. Right. So let's talk about this last game. Let's split this up here. So let's talk about the first half. How was y'all feeling first half of this game?
First half, honestly, me, first half, and I got this wrote down in my notes. First half, I felt like we was about to get ready to blow them out. Real talk. Defense did their thing. We held them to 0 points for the first 29 minutes of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, with a minute going into halftime, I'm thinking, okay, 14-0, let's go on into halftime and come back out and keep your foot down on them. So first half, I feel like we did good. Couple hiccups as far as offense goes. I think we threw like one interception. We threw one interception then, I believe. But other than that, we scored on the first play and scored with ease on the next one. So I was feeling good first half. I was calm and cool.
Fair enough. All right, Coach Boykin, same question. How are you feeling in the first half?
Just to piggyback off of what Coach Moreland said. I mean, I felt that we were in control the entire first half. Defense was doing their thing, and Coach Sanders was in control of it, and just that last minute, kind of changed the outcome of it.
You said, hold on, what'd you say, Boykin? What was that last part you said, Boykin?
I said the last minute changed the outcome of the first half.
Oh yeah, the last minute of that first half.
Yeah, that.
Hey, cool. I got a request.
Oh, man. One more time.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, cool?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you, but look, I got a request. I want you to update me every time my boy Mike Lee say something, man. I see he put the laughing faces down there, but keep me updated, man. That's my guy. He did us bad, man. But hey, that's my guy. But I'm gonna go out and come back in because I can't hear you, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say I have to do the same thing.
There we go.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, bet. So I was asking him, Antonio, just thoughts on just the first half of the game.
First half, it was smooth. I thought we was gonna we're gonna have a goose egg for a minute. I went to that last maybe come. We're telling defense they go lock in for the gold ball, and then guys first half. I felt like we was defense while we were good. But it didn't take us long to score. But that goal back in like that, they put him in for the last minute. It wasn't even whole half. It was just that last minute. That goal ball kind of right there. So I thought we were gonna have a goose egg, and we didn't have a goose egg.
You definitely did not have a goose egg. Definitely did not have that. All right, Coach Sanders, if you can hear us, you muted on your side. There you go.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Go ahead, Omar. How you doing, man?
Your thoughts on the first half of your game against the Aviators? Just the first half.
Oh man, the first half, I agree with Moreland, man, Coach Moreland. Before we went into halftime, I said, my whole goal is to goose egg. So if we can survive this first half, keep them scoreless, going to halftime, 0 on the board, defense holding the scoreless, it's going to be a different ball game. Man, that goal ball hurt us. And that just, just making some changes in the secondary and it's rolled down to guys being aware where they are, knowing the down and distance, and knowing what we're at, why they're trying to score. So after that happened, I knew that was the momentum change for the Aviators, and that changed the ball game for us.
I feel it. So for those who may not have watched the game or have heard about it, talk to us about that goal ball and how them getting those 12 points at the end of the half, how that kind of changed the momentum. For those who may not get it or didn't get a chance to see what happened.
It changed the momentum for sure. Because, like I said, if they didn't have that gold ball, they wouldn't have been down. They were down. But that one play brought them up 12, and they came from 14-0 to 14-2. We back in the dog fight.
I feel it.
Hey, that gold ball, boy, it's something different. If you know how to use it right, you can win the game. You can win the game with that gold ball if you know how to coach right and do everything right. Hey, that gold ball can save your life. It can ruin your life and it can save your life.
Hey, Mike,
So
I want you to understand,
boy.
my boy, this is a Peach State Cat show. So I have on the
this
proper
Peach State
tire
Cat
for Peach
show,
State
Mike Lee.
Cat show, Mike. I don't got nothing to do with the referees.
Hold on, who complained about the referee?
Nobody. I'm just saying, I don't got nothing to do with the referees.
Okay,
Or,
I'm gonna say because I got
or-
that in
or
my
the clock.
notes, man. Look, it's the gold ball brought them back in the game, and they can't say nothing about the referee. The referee was fair, both sides. We got calls, they got calls. It was a great game for real. But we still on the first half though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
On the first half.
First half. Oh man. We got to be more careful. I know that. Like they say, got to be careful.
Got to be more careful. Got to be more. All right, Mike up to 4, 5, 6. So we had 6 for Mike so far, Coach Moreland.
Okay.
7. Let me get the gentleman back in here. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I don't know what's going on, but this heat, it feel like it's messing with internet service and all that. I don't know where y'all at, but here in North Carolina, man, we had over 100. You look crazy, Coach Boykin.
We be good.
Yes, sir.
As you sat over there and watched the that gold ball and them do that, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
I mean, the biggest thing in my mind, of course, was we needed to be able to stop the goal ball. They were down 14-0. Coming back out, we knew that they were going to be getting the ball coming in after halftime. So, I felt that it was important for us to get the stop. But, once we didn't get the stop, my biggest thing was, stop the 2-point conversion. So,
Yeah. All right. So let's do it this way. Let's go to the third quarter. So third quarter. That's kind of like when the comeback was starting to happen. How are y'all feeling in the third?
Well, we knew they got the ball back after halftime. So, the plan was to go out there, stop and get a turnover and do what we do on offense. That didn't happen. They took the lead. And, I'm going to tell you this. After they took the lead, I mean, we knew we still got half of a game left, to come back and win or whatever. We got half of the game left. Very confident in the offense and what we got on the offensive side of the ball. So we knew we were going to go back down and score. But, the third quarter, it was tick for tack, We would score on, shorter drives, 1, 2, 3 plays. And they would score on, about 8, 9 plays, and then we would come back out, score on about 2 or 3 plays, and they would have to come back out. They weren't gonna score in 1 or 2 plays, but they put something together. They did put something together. They had something for us, and they gave us all they had, and it worked. It worked, with the quarterback, running back, it worked. They played us like they was a triple option team. You feel what I'm saying? 3 yards in the cloud of dust.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that advance. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh damn! Soon as he left, I can hear it. I was like, I keep doing that.
Mike again.
I think this will be the last time. Man, I hope so.
All right, we got Coach Sanders. Oh, my bad. So, Coach Sanders, same question for you, sir. That third quarter. How are you feeling during that third quarter?
A lot of things are going on in the third quarter of mine. I felt that defensively wise, we wasn't capitalizing what we need to. It seemed to me that the offense that they were running was constantly beating us because their catches when we're being just. But the third quarter, I think my mind straightened me to, and I said, "This is a dog fight. It's a chess match. It's really going to wind up to who really wanted it." And I knew that in third quarter, like who really wanted this is what the game's going to rely on. Who really wanted it. So I was just praying that we continue to play ball, fix our mistakes as we go, and don't give up. That's what my plans. That was my goal and my prayers were. Don't give up at any time. Don't give up anymore.
I hear that, man, too. Sometimes it's just that, like real talk. Sometimes it's just what it is. If you can just not give up.
Yeah, keep fighting.
Yeah, definitely. It was a shocker when you were watching. If you're watching the game, following the game, the first half, like we talked about a few moments ago, everything was good. Everything was tight. Everything was kind of. It was like, man, Pete State really giving them that work. And then all of a sudden, the gold ball. And it's so just a little side thing I want to throw out there because we might have some people that don't normally watching or whatever. The gold ball, I think, was a good idea, and this is a perfect example of how it was a good idea. I mean, I know y'all probably don't agree with that, but just overall, it's a perfect example of how it was a good idea. Because you had a team that hadn't scored. They took the chance, did the gold ball, scored, got to 12. Didn't get the 4 for the 2-point conversion, but they got the 12. So that put them in a situation to at least be back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if they only got 6, you kind of like, okay, they scored, but it don't have the same hit. So them getting that 12 kind of put them some momentum and kind of got them back into the game and help them kind of, prepare themselves into the third quarter. So I would say, yeah, I felt like it was a good idea to do the gold ball. And you're right, Mike. Y'all not the first team to be saved by the gold ball. You are absolutely right.
We wanted the teams. We wanted the teams.
Pete State was saved by the gold ball before. I'm just pointing that out because that's one that is fresh and we can talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, right now, how beneficial it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were saved by the gold ball. It gave them a spark. Saved game one.
We were trying to take it. We were trying to take it from, like, if they would never score with that gold ball, we wouldn't have took it. But the fact that they got it, it gave them that extra push that they needed that we didn't want them to get because we knew it was going to be like this. So we were, out the gate, we were trying to stop everything that they were trying to run off the rip. And then that gold ball just kicked it back off. They gave them that what they needed.
Yeah, and shout out to the Aviators and Coach Barry, because y'all have had some good matchups this year, and they seem to be a team that do their best to try to stick with y'all. They didn't quite get a chance to get over the hump with y'all this year, but they stuck with you.
Right. Shout out to the Aviators for real. Shout out to their offensive coordinator. He had a plan.
I got a lot of respect for him after that game. I ain't gonna lie.
And Pete State, Enrique says, Pete State Cats, congratulations. Pensacola in the house. I got a homeboy from Pensacola too, Enrique.
Yeah, there was a lot of respect after that game.
But yeah, that was a good matchup. Now, we just talked about the first half. We talked about the third quarter. Now we got to talk about the decisive fourth quarter. All right, so guys, in the fourth quarter, from y'all perspective, talk to me about what y'all saw happen.
I mean, I feel like the fourth quarter was pretty much like the third quarter. Both teams scoring, and we trying to get a turnover. I believe we got an interception on the 2-point conversion, but I feel like we got some turnovers. But then once our defense got the turnovers, we ended up turning the ball over on offense. So it was neck and neck. We got a turnover, they get a turnover. They score, we score, and it was like that literally into the last second.
The last second, like the nerves of that game, but like playing wise, the nerves of it. Oh my God, whatever you had up here. It went down. You, boy. Nerves of that game it was nervous. Exactly when they scored, and then we looked up, and I seen that 9.9 seconds. I said, "Oh Lord!" I felt like Pinky off Friday. Like, what happened? I held my own though. But immediately, I started thinking about all these interviews and podcasts. When I say that's I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real, and I told Sanders this. So. I feel like when they scored, I was in the wrong position where I was supposed to have been there and stopped them. I've been stopping them most of the whole game on fourth down. I wasn't there. When I looked up and I seen Sanders and Moreland and the face they had, I was like, and then I started thinking like, man, the interviews, what stuff that we were saying, like, so when the kickoff came, he more like put Marquise back there, boom, we go back there. They kick it, they end up kicking it to me. We get out, and I look at the clock. It's like 4 seconds. I'm like, man.
Hey, look. So let's talk about it. The clock runs after the kickoff return. So, me knowing the rules and everything, I said, Mr. Ref, soon as my guy get tackled, I want a timeout. Right? We had timeout, so I said, I want a timeout. So I'm like, please don't start juking everybody and trying to do all this, wasting all the clock.
That's true. Because I looked at him like, by the time, I'm like, they ain't gonna tackle me, but it's the time. So at first I was mad that he said I was out. I feel like I went out. He hit the wall and went out, but they said I was out. I looked at the time. I said, okay, cool. When Mike caught that ball, boy, if you look at me, I'm the first one to pick Mike up and gave him a hug because he bailed me out, boy. You bailed us out.
4.3 seconds, cool.
Man, unbelievable.
Hey, cool. Hold on, real quick. Cool. You remember last week? You remember I put them 4 zeros up there, right?
Yeah.
I put it up there for a reason. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I did. We got to play 4 quarters. 4 quarters. And like I said, it's 4.3 seconds left. Our offense on the field. I had confidence that we were gonna do something. Something was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a pass interference or something.
My perspective on fourth quarter.
Don't
Go ahead, Coach.
on the clock.
My perspective on fourth quarter. The defense was on us. We talked about it. Said, listen here. This is what we got to do. We know they bread and butter. We know what they're gonna run. We got to hit them in the backfield. Linebackers, you got to clean up. I laugh about it now, but I was mad. Antonio, I told Antonio, play that gap. It's coming to you. It's coming to you. We gonna stop.
He did. And then, he told me that.
Snap of the ball, man. He dropped back. I said, oh, shit.
Because I don't know why a lot of tight end dunk. I'm thinking of tight end dunk plays, and they ain't run it all game. They ain't run it none at all. They never ran it. I just thought they were gonna do some trickery because
I gotta say, y'all, I can hear Coach Sanders saying, "Hey, give me all new defense, all new defense,
all new defense.
It's out here. Give me all new defense. They don't want to play. They don't want to win."
He said the funny part. I know Mike Lee told him here, and I know Mike Lee for years. I know him for years. I said, man, I said the first person that let Mike Lee go, just take your stuff off and go home. I told them sideline. I said, take your stuff off, go home. You let Mike Lee do his, but he did his thing. He did a great job. A lot of times that coach, that's to motivate them. Hopefully, that sparked them to say, you know what, man, let me step my game up. It don't always happen that way. This game of football, man, you have to learn to sit on our feelings, man, and really listen to. But we're in a dog fight. And when you're in a dog fight, coaches ain't gonna too much have anything nice to say. It's gonna be just like when they score, I got that win in his zone. I still like more. I say, what are we gonna do?
Hey, you can't be out there. You can't be out there like it's okay, guys. We got. Let's go have some.
Morning looked at me. Say exactly what Coach Wallace.
Yeah, you can't do that. So you're right. You can't do that.
Yeah, Coach Morning looked at me. He said, "We gonna be straight. We gonna score." I said, "My heart beat fast."
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Like I said, I just knew if we had time on the clock, them last couple seconds was gonna probably take 2 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's something gonna happen.
Something gonna happen.
But like Mike Lee said in his comment, he said they supposed to been in 3-man prevent, right?
Yeah.
3-man prevent. And our quarterback was smart enough to know they were, they know about family, of course. So they had his guy was back by 20 yards. Mike Spears, number one scored twice on him. So his guy back by 20, 25 yards.
One
Mike
DB.
Warren scored twice, but his DB playing up about 3 yards on the last play. So our quarterback was smart enough to know, like, oh, that's our chance right there.
That's a chance right there.
And Mike left him. He left him about 2-3 yards. And after that, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. I blacked out. Look, my heart was hurting and everything. I told Barry after the game. I said, dude,
I couldn't
Barry, he was having this moment, you know what I'm saying, which I understood. And I told him, I said, dude, but just 5-10 seconds ago, I was right there feeling just like you. I said,
just like him.
I said it was time left on the clock, and we scored. I said, trust me, I feel exactly what you felt. But he turned around and gave me a hug. Said, man, it's always a dog fight.
Yeah.
I said,
I'm gonna get
for real, man.
It was. I'm gonna get my hats off to him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
From game 1 to game 2 to game 3, this is what you want. You don't want to come in and beat the teams every week, and it's not a dog fight, And they improved from the game 1 to game 2 to game 3. I told them at the end of the game, I said, you don't keep that team together, we gonna fight. That's the team you want to build with right there. You got to find a way to keep those guys together, coaches and the players. That was a lot of heart on the field from the Aviators that was out there. So, man, hats off to them, man. They gave us a fight. That's what we wanted to keep it at. And not only just for that game. It let us know to moving on championship game into next year. You know, who in and who out. You know, we got some changes to make to dog fights like that. We really want to know who really are dog. Really want to know that. So
Right.
Shout out
Hey,
to Fred
cool.
Elliott. Frederick says Pete State proved against the Aviators while you play to the last whistle. That's a fact. That's a fact. Quick fix. The man of the man of the night.
Yes,
Said
sir.
Sanders
I
was
was just
38 hot.
about to bring that up.
He said
yes,
Sanders was 38 hot.
that's the best kick I've seen coach kick the whole season, coach. That was straight in the middle.
Hey, Coach
Hey,
Sanders
look.
be
Hey, look.
Coach
We
Sanders
got to
be
talk
into
about
it.
that. Hey, cool. After
Talk
that
about it.
touchdown, look, after the touchdown, you know, I know it's tied up. It's 44-44. We celebrate like we just won. So in my mind, I'm like, no, we got to get this extra point. We got to score this 2 and get this field goal. So like I say, in my mind, in my heart, I wanted to kick the field goal. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Coach Boyd was like, hey, I got a good 2-point conversion play. And it sounded good. So I'm like, shit, let's do it. Let's do it. Next thing you know, I turn around, all the players like, hey, Coach, let's just go for one. Let's go for one. And we went for the one. It hit me. I said, cool. Quick was just on the podcast talking about how, you know, the kicker's dream is to be carried off the field.
Yep.
And so I said, let's put him in this position. He won. I ran up to him, put him on my shoulder, and we walked on.
Man, when he made that, that game just had. I didn't breathe. My heart, I didn't breathe that time frame of that game. I didn't breathe from that 10-second mark all the way to that kickoff. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. It was over with. I couldn't breathe. When he made it, we picked him up. It felt like a movie, like we was in Remember the Titans or something. Like, I don't know. That was a crazy experience right there.
Coach Boykin, I gotta ask you this: when you saw what Mike and Coach Moreland was talking about, how giddy was you feeling at that moment? Like, oh, I'm about to get him.
Look, you know, in my mind, I was like, all right, let's set, you know, we've set this up all year long, you know, what we were going to call. And, you know, when everybody said, hey, let's just go for one, I was like, all right, cool. You know, let's go for the one. Let's, you know, I went straight to the lineman. I was like, do not let them put their hands up to even attempt to block it. And they said, all right, we got you, coach. And when he made it, you know, like everybody said, you know, we just all went running on the field. So,
right. Hey, look, like I say, I wanted to go for one, but Boykin didn't call. He called another play that was a touchdown. He seen it. We had to bait him up into it. He seen it. He told me to run it. I ran it, and it was a touchdown. So when he said he had that 2-point conversion play, what I say, Boykin? I said, shit, let's do it. Let's do it. Look, then me and him, I had to pull him to the side, like, hey, it gotta work. Like, this gotta be it. I'm like, I want to kick the field goal. He said he got the 2-point. Let's do it. We both turn around. The whole office standing right there. I said, hey, boy, you outvoted, man. We got to kick this field goal, man.
Like, everybody was saying it. Like, he was like, everybody was like, they coming up to me like, hey, bro. I'm like, hey, we got to win. I'm thinking about it. We just got to win this game. Like, I don't care how it happens. We just got to win this game.
And that was huge too. My bad for cutting you off, cool. That's huge too. And I even called Sherrod, our long snapper. I said, bro, you know that was huge. Like, you know, you could have messed that snap up, or you know, anything could have happened. So, you know what I'm saying? That play right there was probably it was the game winner, but that was the difference maker right there. Like, we knew we needed it, even with Tonio being the holder. He caught that ball, put it down, spent it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a whole special team, it's a whole, you know, field goal team effort.
And it came perfect. That's the best it ever been. Like, it was perfect.
And Quick said the same thing. Quick said, good snap from Sherrod. Tonio put it down. All he had to do was knock it through.
Right.
It was perfect. I told it felt like Remember the Titans. Like we was in a movie.
Yeah, now that we on the winning side, it felt like a movie though. It felt like a movie.
Your things always feel a little bit better when you win. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the air don't feel as good as that does. That does feel real nice. And you know, I say, man, I like that y'all had that battle, you know what I'm saying? Like that adversity to overcome heading to the championship. No, we're doing the show next week, so we ain't gonna talk too much about your opponent, but we got to at least touch on them a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Y'all's first thoughts. So, what's you guys' first thoughts on the Stampede? Right, y'all playing the Stampede? Is it Stampede?
Yeah, the Stampede.
I gotta make sure I'm saying the right name, man. I was just looking at it the other day, but yeah. So, y'all first thoughts on the Stampede?
Well, I mean, they made it to the championship, so that obviously say they're the best team, in the North or the Northeast, or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
I seen one of their games they have on YouTube. I mean, they're a team. They're a team. I see they play with a lot of energy. That's all I can say from them right now. I mean, like I say, they're a team. They play with some good energy. They got a good quarterback. He like to run around. So, oh yeah, they got. Let me not. They got Juju at receiver. They got Juju, my boy Juju, number 13 at receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll just let them know we see him. We see him.
So that's the team. That's the undefeated team, right?
Yeah. The other undefeated team.
So I'll tell you my take on them. I don't sleep on no teams. I tell my defense, I tell the guys all the time, I don't sleep on no teams. I don't care the size. I don't care what they won or what they didn't win. I just think, that, they, like Coach Mullen said, they get championship game for a reason, so obviously they can play football in some type of capacity. I expect a good game. I do feel defensively wise, we come with our game plans, what we have to do. We should be, should be a good ball game. Somebody got to win, and so, that's our goal. Our goal is to win, so their goal is to win too. So it's just let the chips fall when they need to fall, and we go from there. Like I said, I'm not sleeping on them. Defensively, definitely, we stay period. We ain't sleeping on them, but we come with the fight. Come with the fight.
Coach Boykin, what's your first thoughts on the Stampede?
The Stampede have a very good team, very solid team. Such as the wide receiver number 13, very solid. Stands out on film. The quarterback stands out.
Their defensive line looks pretty solid. In my eyes, it's going to come down to execution. Who executes better, and do their game plan.
All right, Antonio, what's your thoughts? Can you hear me? Antonio, can you hear me?
Damn, it just keep going now. I can't hear it again.
All right. Well, Rico says they got a bunch of dogs. They play with energy and they gritty and aggressive. Y'all better come with chin straps tight. So that's what Rico got to say about that. Antonio can't hear me, but I was just asking him the same thing. What's his thoughts? But I don't think he can hear me. He'll probably pop back through. All right, so again, guys, early. Still got some time to go through things, but one thing that you think you can take away from your last matchups or the season so far, one thing you think you can take away that you can use in the game, in the championship game?
I would say fight. Regardless of how much time is left on the clock, if there is any time left on the clock and we have the ball, or even if the defense has to make a stop, I have full faith that they can execute that.
That'll be my take. So I agree with Coach Borkins. Totality as a team, just really just If I can take back something taken into that is that just defensively wise, just being more aware of what the situation is and just play ball. I think that's from a lot of teams. We do a lot of thinking versus playing. But if I could take it back, just being aware where we at and react and play ball. You know, some of them guys been playing for a long time. I tell them a lot of times, think about getting this situation before. What did you do when you was in the situation before to overcome? Don't think about this moment. Think about what you have done before to get out to be successful. So that's one of the things I try to tell them, man. Don't think about the play. Think about what you have done in your past that made you successful to overcome adversity. So I think just different that I really feel like defensively more turnovers would have helped the offense out more. The offense was scoring every possession. So going into the championship game, defensively wise, we have to be able to create more turnovers. That's definitely going to set a different tone.
You know, sometimes you got to pick each other up. But I hear what you're saying. Definitely hear what you're saying. Coach Moreland, same question. Did you hear it?
I heard half of it. Can you?
Yeah, I was just asking. What name from what's happened so far this season? Can you think of one thing that you can take from whatever point in the season that you can roll with as something you want to focus on in the championship game?
I want to focus on continue scoring. I know that. And just eliminating the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're throwing them the ball. Something is happening. You get what I'm saying? Like whether it's tip or bad snap or something like that. But just eliminating the the small things and just making sure we don't turn the ball over. I feel like we'll be good as far as offense. Defense, just do what we do. Do what we do. Play your role, and play how you play, and we will be fine.
Rico been dropping some scouting help for y'all in the chat. He said they got too many wide receivers to worry about. You got to worry about 13, 4, 2, 88, and 81. Yeah, he dropped y'all some other knowledge a few minutes ago. He said they got a bunch of dogs. They play with energy, and they gritty and aggressive. Y'all better come with the chin straps tight.
Okay, it sounds like they're describing that.
I mean, the thing is, it's championship. We can everyone to championship, not expecting to face another team that's as good as or more talented than they is, right? Because if not, they wouldn't get a championship.
Right.
We've been talking about ever since we did the first AL show. What we've been talking about? Championship. Where we at?
Championship.
Hey, it's that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? Eric said, yo. Hey, it's Dante. Shout out Dante, too. Got another comment. He popped off the screen. My bad, Dante. Dante said he taking notes.
Well, this is how I look at it. This game of football is played indoors and outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate, their dogs and strap up our helmets. But let's not forget P-State Cats and get where we need to be by being on excuse my French, on some BS.
Right.
We just strapped that helmet. We done came down. We done bring that boom too. So to be ready, we doing the same thing. We coming down and we coming relentless. We coming with fire, unstoppable. You know how I get, and we gonna bring it. You know how I get, and
we do.
One thing I will say about this P-State defense. When we clicking on all cylinders, it ain't what you want to see. So I challenge the defense this weekend till the championship game. You got to get back to that. And no teams don't want to see where we at. We on that level. It's an issue. It's a problem, and it's a problem that you can't stop. Cause them boys, they hungry. What is it, like the piranha, like the fish? They ready to eat, and ain't nothing you can do to stop them. And that's what we challenge our defense. So we coming too. We know they don't come on it. Don't sleep on that P-State now. We coming.
Yeah, Rico say they on their defense. They swarm as a collective unit, and they don't make too many mistakes. They get flags that hurt them.
Who
Darnell
play
said,
for? Rico played
let them learn
against
for
them?
themselves.
Who Rico play for?
Rico, I think he'll tell us in a minute. Marquise say, yo. Tony say, defense wins championships. That's a fact. Always has. Levante says, 46-22 Peach State. Bring home for the South and my bros, Keith, Marcus, plenty more. Laugh out loud. Hey, I say this, man. If it be a blowout like that, I would be shocked. But hey, you play football for what happened on the field, not what you think.
Right. And the beauty about this championship game, we haven't played them, they haven't played us. So
yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a real good matchup. I think it'll be a good. I mean, obviously, I know you guys have this, this extra week time to really look at film, get into it, dig into them as much as you want to, because that's all you got left.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, by next week you'll have a better idea of what your plan is. Obviously, you're not gonna give away but so much because they might be watching the show too.
Right.
But just some thoughts on things that you can do differently. Now that you got a little bit more understanding about how they defense does, how their offense is, players, things like that. And of course, same thing for them. They'll be watching y'all film hard. You haven't played this year, so this will be the first time you matching up. So same thing for them. They'll be watching y'all film and stuff. This was a game that a lot of people expected could be one of the matchups.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Sanders is killing that juicy crab, but I ain't mad at him. He's celebrating. Sanders celebrating with that juicy crab. That juicy crab. Justin say you just got to play Peach State ball. Jeremy says Cats by 14. Rico with a little bit more heads up. So Levante says Steel City played no one all year, unfortunately. Peach State gonna eat just like Coach Sean is right now.
Man, that's good. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm hungry. That's sir.
Hey, you gotta get it in when you can.
That's right.
And tell Rico to send us some film. Send us some of that film.
I think Ricky.
We only got one game on them. The one.
I don't know. I don't trust Ricky. The last few comments he made, he's like he pulling one weight. Just told him, don't let me find out now.
He sound like he one of them dogs on their roster, huh?
Hey, Coach.
It could be, you never know. Until you get in there. So, guys, push up a little bit. Besides the game, can be played, but there will be other distractions just based on travel, the championship game, AL championship being the same day, all that stuff. How do you prepare the guys for that piece? That staying focused, the travel piece, the higher profile of the game.
Just going at it as, it's another game. It's another game. It's another, season game or whatever. Luckily, it's the last one. And, everything is going to be riding on this one. Is this is our season. If we win, we the champions. If we not, we failed. We failed ourselves, and we failed what we put ourselves out to do. But, just stay focused, play within the moment. And play every play, Don't try to be a Superman. Don't try to do somebody else's job. Do your job and play football. We plan on getting up there in enough time. Check into the hotel room and get our, stretch out. Get some rest, go out to eat, and prepare for battle the next day. We don't have to worry about no hometown cooking. No fans that's gonna be, everybody should be split, with the fans and referees. So just focusing on playing another game. It's a championship, and this is what we set out to do. This is the game right here. This is why we joined the league.
Yep, I agree with Coach. So I tell the guys, man, you can't wait a championship game, any championship game, but a championship game is such. It's what you do in the next 2 weeks. What you did this week, since this week is halfway, it's almost the end of the week. It's what you're doing this week, what you do next week to prepare yourself for Saturday. And this is more mental than anything. The physicality comes with it because we train ourselves, for the physicality of the game. But it's more mental. Again, it goes back to what I said. Is thinking about what would you do or what have you done in this situation before to be successful and be victorious at the end of the day. I would just say, guys, just focus in and just do what we do with Peach State, but turn up a notch. Turn up a notch. It is championship game. There's no tomorrow after that. We got to have a winner. Somebody got to win, and that's looking forward to be Peach State Cats for that win. So it's in those guys' hands. As I told them this past Saturday. I didn't say too much to the defense. I said, hey, this in y'all hands. How bad do y'all want it? How bad do y'all want it? The coaches can't keep hollering at you and telling you do this and do that and do that. How bad do you want it? If you really want it bad, you're going to fix it. You're going to do what you got to do to make sure you get it. So it's on them. It's on them how bad they want it.
Borky, your thoughts?
Biggest thing is, just get up there and get relaxed, and just get in our, try to get in our normal routine as much as we can, even though, we're away. And, like Coach Sanders just said, we can only coach so much. It's on them to get it done at the end of the day. And, hopefully these guys are ready and they're up to the challenge.
So the man with all the scouting reports says, I don't care if it's peach cobbler, peaches and cream, or peach oatmeal, Stampede in 5.
I knew he played for the Stampede. He trying to give us a scouting report on himself.
Mm-hmm. Marquise asking you play for them. Tony say it's a team game, one team, one dream. Hey, that's the piece. You know what I'm saying? We had the championship games, right? Rico says, yeah, I'm the holder. Says he's the holder. Okay. But you at a point where it's about trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It's about trying to win. You're not worried about what's going to happen the week after, what's going to happen in the offseason, who's going to be wearing none of that. You're worried about trying to get that championship. And there's 2 teams in the AAL2 that has a chance. Mm-hmm. So trust me when I say neither one of these teams are going to take the other one lightly. DC Clark says it's going to be a dogfight. I'm calling Peach State now. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like it's definitely going to be, in my opinion, my mind, it's going to be a pretty tight game. Now, a tight game don't mean 2 points, but like both teams in the game and both teams have an opportunity to win the game. Somebody might make a mistake or two, and it might put them out of range. But I feel like it's going to be a good game between 2 teams that have played well all season. I know some people say, Stampede ain't play nobody. Well, I will tell you this, in my humble knowledge, what little I do have, when you beat everybody in front of you, right, you done what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And control who in front of you. But if you go out there and you will never have a week where you let nobody get the jump on you. You done what you're supposed to do. On the flip side, Peach State had some wins against losses, but they didn't come from other AL2 teams. So there's that too. So it's going to be a good matchup. I think if you look at all the different ways you can break the game down, all the different ways you can talk about, well, this team got this team got that, this team undefeated, well, this team lost, but they lost to AL teams, not AL2 teams. Like, it's a lot of things that are going to be very similar when you really start looking at it.
Make you want to watch.
It's going to come down to who
must see TV.
Yeah, who got it done. Broly says who has the better corners. See, that's going to be subjective too.
Right.
I mean, both teams got to have good corners or they're not going to get here. You're not going to get dogged on the outside, get burnt consistently and make it here. So I think both of them got good corners too.
Mm-hmm. Should be the best on best right here. I mean, 2 championship teams, best on best.
Yep.
It might come down to one play, like it did this past weekend. One play to last play.
I mean, it might come down to something wild like the championship last year. Like my thing is, I mean, this is gonna be another good, not even good. It's gonna be another great championship game, right? AL2 had a great championship game last year. You have another one this year, and that's what you want. And that doesn't mean it has to be the 2 best teams, but just 2 teams that can go out there and put on a show and show everybody the best of what the AL2 has. And I'm confident the Stampede and the Cats are going to do that for the league, and that's just going to help propel everything forward for the rest of the teams that think about coming, teams who are coming, all that good stuff, man. Because what did Macho Man Randy Savage say? He said the cream will rise to the top. I'm not gonna try to do his voice, but he said the cream will rise to the top. Yeah. So the cream gonna rise to the top. There's a chance to see who's a little bit more creamier this year. All right. Broly says that's locking receivers down and coming down for runs and QB sneaks. Again, both teams got to be doing that. Rico says Stampede is Arena 51. It's a no-fly zone. Okay. Broly has some things, but y'all can see them. Coaches. What else we need to talk about? Put it on y'all. What else we need to talk about?
That's pretty much it, man. Like I say, hey, we said we wanted to get to the championship, and now we here. So it ain't nothing else to talk about. Next week, we'll probably get on and let you know. We ain't gonna tell you what we see. We're gonna let you know. Yeah, we watch film. We see them. I see their highlights. I see your highlights, Juju. I see your quarterback.
Neil said, "What y'all's game plan?"
They'll find out.
Definitely gonna put that out there.
They'll find out soon enough.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Just shut number 13 down. How about that? Shut Juju down. We gotta shut Juju down.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, if you have any last words, definitely throw those out there, as well as where we can find y'all's information, and of course where we can find the team's information too. But a good
All right. Okay. I'm James Moreland again, owner of the Cats. You can find the Cats on Facebook. Just type in Peach State Cats. The page will pop up. You can find us on Instagram at Cats_IG_TV. That's pretty much it, man. Championship tickets is $10. That's the cheapest one. $10. It gets you into 2 games. Come on up and see it. Come on up and see 2 good games. 2 teams representing Georgia. We're trying to bring both of them back to the South.
That's a good point. You got the Peach State Cats in Georgia, and you got the Columbus in Georgia. So you got 2 Georgia teams trying to do the dang thing. The dang thing. I said dang thing. Make sure y'all hear that right. But so it's gonna be another storyline. It'll be some good stuff to talk about. There'll be a lot to talk about. Coach Boykin.
One more game, and the goal is to go 1-0. And just excited for the opportunity and ready to bring it back to the South.
And gentlemen, where can we find y'all on social media? Where can we find y'all specifically?
You can find me on Facebook, James Moreland, or Instagram, Coach_Moreland15.
You can find me on Facebook, Rashard Boykin.
All right. Well, good luck to y'all. I'll say good luck to Stampede as well. We're gonna get out there on the field, and then we'll decide who the champions is, who the best team at least for that day. And I think one focal point for both teams will be focus. Right? If we don't let the yapping and all that stuff, just play football. It's for the championship. Play football.
True.
With that being said, we're gonna be out for the week. We may be back next year, depending on what Coach Moreland want to do. So we might have a show next week. If not, we'll be back after the championship game, irregardless, win or lose to wrap up the season.
Yes, sir. We back next week.
Okay, well, we back next week then. I hadn't talked to him about it yet, so now we know. Y'all stay tuned. We be in next week.
Say the truth, we might do the show with the team while we on the bus.
Hey, let's get it.
All
right. Well, good people. We out. We will see y'all back next week sometime, maybe the same time. We may switch it up a little bit, just do something a little different. But stay tuned. We'll let you know. And we out.
Yes, sir.